Okay, welcome to the next section of the Nubes training for nurses. This short video will go through the rapid appointment. So this is if the requests were only for rapids, and how the process is when you're at point of care to capture the data and give us the information that is required. So again, you would go to health.nubes.care on your smartphone or tablet or computer and put in the username or password there. So going to here, so you'll get to this screen and you will go nurseacura.com. This is just an example of a nurse's login, and click login. You'll get to the dashboard as described in the previous videos, and as you can see here that there is 3, in other words for today, and today is the important one, is for today there are 3 appointments. Doesn't so the appointments from tomorrow, etc., don't pull through to this icon. It's just to show you today you've got 3 appointments and these are the 3 that you have. You can also go onto your calendar and you'll see there's the 3 appointments here, there's one for tomorrow, etc. And this is a good way to plan so that you know tomorrow that's the client, but today these are the requests and where the client is, etc. Alright, so if you pick up any problems you can let the call center know. Alright, so you go to inbox and we're going to use the rapid client. So we've set one up, you see at 3 o'clock, you arrive at your client on time and you click on the or touch on the iPad or the tablet to get into the client, and there you have your details. This is the policy number, date of birth, mobile number if you want to call. If you are on your phone, for example, you can click on that number and it will immediately pull up the client's in your calling app, and it will allow you to call the client directly. This is if you're running late, etc. Again, the appointment address is the most important one. This is where the client's chosen to be seen. So even if there's an address, that's not the one where the client wants to be seen. The appointment address is where the client wants to be seen, and that's why it's bold. Activity requirements that they want us to do an HIV rapid, HIV cotinine, and rapid HDL. This is how the clients, being PPS, Sunlum, etc., have sent through the request. So if they wanted us to do a blood test for HIV, it would have come through as a blood test. So please, where possible, stick to what the requirements are. It's also important to notice that what pulls through to the script is how the clients have requested it. So wherever possible, try and stick to the request. So it won't have rapid test if the clients didn't request a rapid test. It will say pathology, for example. And you start from the top of the script, so you just move down and start with the first block and the first question, which is, did you check the physical identity document? Obviously you don't proceed with a client that you can't prove by valid documents. So if the client doesn't have, you'll click no and why. If the client does have, what did they produce? Green parted iron key. Okay, so then once that's completed, then you move to the next block and the next question, which is rapid tests. Okay, so they want us to do a rapid test and HIV. So you continue with the test, and you would then enter in the results as either inconclusive or negative. If it's inconclusive, you'll see that it will prompt you to where this to send the lab to. The reason why is obviously just for validation against the strip. If the client is negative, you add in negative and then you move on. This block here, if you read it, it says HIV rapid test could not be done. Obviously, you don't tick this if you did a rapid test. The only reason why we have that is a rapid test was requested, but there might be a reason that you can't do the test. So if you click on it, you'll see it will prompt, why couldn't you not do the test? It's because the client needed to be referred to the HIV toll-free number for more information. Client refused the HIV test, or there's no rapid stock. You don't have the stocks. Although there was a request, you didn't have the stock to do it. So then you're going to use that option, for example. Then you'll see that it will prompt the next one, which is, did you fill a yellow tube with blood? Because obviously it was a HIV request for rapid. You couldn't do the rapid, but doesn't mean that we don't need the test still to be done. So then it will prompt you and ask you to fill a yellow tube with blood. Okay, it makes sense. And then if you did that, you would tick it. Okay, this is just to make sure that we are getting all the results that is requested from the company so they can carry on with the client. So in this case, we're just going to go negative. All right. Again, because you've added in a result and you've been able to give a result based on the rapid strip, you are not going to tick anything there. and then you move on to the next. Okay, cotinine, negative. Okay, again, if you could not do the urine test for whatever reason, there wasn't a bathroom, or etc., you'll tick there, and then it's still going to prompt you, did you do a yellow tube of blood? This is just fail safe, so that you can we're just prompting to make sure that we're getting all the blood and all the results through. So although it was a rapid test, we're just giving you the option of the workaround so that we could just make sure that the tests are being done. So in this case, it was negative. Again, HDL was requested. And if you have the kit, you would enter in the results. If you do not have the kit to do the HDL, again, you would have done all of the bloods and did you fill the tube with blood. I'm sure you're picking up how that works. So we're just going to enter the results. What's key to notice is that it goes from red to green. So if a request has been requested and you haven't done them, it's going to go red, and then it won't allow you to submit a case. So as you'll see that it's not allowing you to move on. So you need to add in a result or a workaround to each request. It's just, again, if the clients have been requested, it means it needs to be done. So we can't go leave the appointment until you've submitted the case and and filled in all the required fields. Okay, so in this case, could you do a rapid test? Yes, you did an HIV negative, cotinine, and HDL. So the answer to that is yes. Okay. If, for example, you didn't do because you didn't have stock, and okay, I didn't have stock, so I drew a yellow tube of blood. I didn't have, the client couldn't do the dipstick, and because I was drawing blood anyway, I'm not going to do a rapid the HDL, so I filled the yellow tube with blood there as well. Okay, you'll see that you've used the workaround. I did not use the workaround completely, so the answer to this question is, did you do a rapid test? The answer is no. Then it's going to ask you for which lab did you send the results to. Okay, if yes, I did do the rapid test. Okay, then the answer would be yes, I did do the rapid test. Okay, then this part here is so that you could, to save yourselves a lot of time in the evenings, etc., and also to get the faster feedback to the companies and to release the pressure of the feedback team in the office. We request that you upload the documents right there and then at the point of care. So if you can't, for whatever reason, this is not a force field. As you see there, I could submit it now. What it's going to do, if you don't upload the documents right there and then, it's going to set you a task in your inbox to upload the documents immediately afterwards. So, but what we would like you to do is upload the documents right there and then. That saves you a lot of time and saves you the feedback, and it does it automatically for you, so you don't have to worry about it after you've left the appointment. So, if you've got a tablet or using your phone, you would just go select File, and then if you're using a tablet, it will ask you for if you want to use the camera, and then you just click on the camera, and then you take a very clear photo of the form, the rapid form, and you upload it. Okay. Once it's uploaded, it will be this blue bar will go to the end, then you know it's uploaded. If you looked at the file and you don't think it's very good and you want to take it again, you just remove the file and then click again, take it to the camera, and then take the photo again. You want that before you submit it, just make sure that photo is as clear as possible, please. If it's not clear and you can't read the writing, can't see the results, delete it and take it again. Okay, it's very important that you send us very clear photos and that all the information on the forms are filled in and accurate and correct. Please note that this file goes directly to the company, so please make sure it's clear, got all the information, etc. So you click on that file again, let's go through it again, just click on the file and open, and then it's submit. Once the blue thing is through, you're done. Okay. Then you can write any comments like client was very happy. Please note that this comment is available to be seen by all the advisors, the brokers, the companies, the feedback team, etc., etc. So, as a professional, you must always please act professionally and write in a professional manner. No rude or swearing or derogatory comments about clients. Please note that all these comments are seen by the companies, but please put the information. So if the client was unhappy for whatever reason, please put that information there so that we don't have to phone you and ask. If there was a problem that you noticed, if there was something positive that you noticed, whatever, please write the comments. We need the comments, but always be professional about it. Then, because the status change you don't do, the status change is if you'll see the options are just if you could not contact, or the case updated, or pending, or unkept, for example. If you've done the appointment, then obviously you don't need to put anything here. In the old system, you used to have to make it successful, but you'll see that there isn't an option now. The system does it automatically. So you only use status change if you could not do any of the requests on the script. So once you've done that, what you do is you click submit, and then you will see that it's sending us the requirements, it's updating, and it's done. All right, as you've seen, it's gone off your roll. So in other words, now the form is directly sent. You don't have to do any more feedback on this. You don't have to send us an email or anything like that. All you had to do was all that information at the appointment that has now come directly through to the call center and to the company themselves, and they can get that results and that form directly, and everyone is happy, and you can move on to your next appointment. All right. We can move on to the next video and go through the next stage. If you want to sign out, you just click sign out.